Hi everybody, Lance the Option Teacher here. This video we're going to go over technical analysis, earnings reports, and finally economic reports now that the government's back open for the week of November. Let me look at the calendar. November 17 to the 21st, 2025. So it was a pretty interesting week in the market. Had a lot of volatility, especially Thursday and Friday. We're going to look at the daily charts and also look at the shorter time frame charts to see what actually happened here. So if you look at the daily charts, we were on a fairly low downtrend from end of October. Had a small uptrend and then back down. Looking at the lows, we had a lower low over here. We bounced right to it again. So we're not at a lower low from here, but we got very close to it. And actually on the Friday, we were below that level. So we are looking a little bit bearish based on that. If you see the volume profile, 6770 is a very high volume, and you can see multiple touches where we have two doji candles. That's more of a hammer candle. This is more of a doji candle for Friday, which when you have those, there's a good chance you might see a movement either up or down pretty dramatically coming up in the next few days. Now, if you look at it just last few days in a 15-minute chart, Thursday was pretty much all down. Then Friday you had a fairly, I was like over 1% low down in the pre-market, and then it actually recovered back up and filled the gap from the previous day. So this is from Thursday. You could see a pre-market we opened down almost 1%. It gap filled right away, and then we have buyers coming in. They didn't hold it very well. We actually closed slightly negative for the day. That's for MES actually. It's going to be very similar for SPY. And so you can see the down move, you can see the gap fill, and then we had good amount of volume trying to keep the market going up and consolidate it out to a flat day in the end. So based on that candle, we have a lot of pressure from the buyers and the sellers to try to get the market either up or down. So there could be some taking profits here from the big institutions. We could see some further down moves possibly. Just be ready and aware for that. QQQ, very similar story. You can see the gap down, recovery back to normal levels. Let's go to the daily on it. On the daily chart, we're seeing lower lows. We hit a lower low from the Friday compared to SPY. Had some recovery here, but you can see the volume at that 604 level is very high, and that could actually make it as a possible support or resistance. We don't have much in the down movements up to 670 or so, and then a big down move to the 518, 515 levels. RSI is looking okay. MACD is turning bearish. For IWM, small caps are having a lower low here. Had a decent recovery as well, but the MACD is showing very bearish outlook. And RSI is not quite at the oversold yet, but approaching it. It's a little bit more bearish on the IWM. We have volatility. So for volatility, we last week we got to the 22 level. We saw a lot of dramatic movements. This was with the government possibly stopping the shutdown. And then tariff news, we're lowering tariffs on beef, coffee, some things that my wife is very happy about. So we have a good amount of volatility. We actually got up to the 22, and then we ended around the 19, which is slightly elevated. But based on the volatility levels, we could be seeing some bigger movements in the market. All right, so for earnings, last week was a pretty non-eventful earnings week. This week we do have a few of the slightly bigger companies. Home Depot, PDD, we do credit spreads here quite a bit on these. Target, Lowe's, and then the big one is NVIDIA. It's the #1 market cap in the country. Let's just look at NVIDIA. Having a lot of movements on the daily in NVIDIA. Hit a high of 212, and now we're down to the 189. So a good amount of movement in almost a 10% drop in about 2 weeks or so. So we are below the EMAs. We're slightly below it, but we're kind of touching those EMAs. We could see some movement down to the 180. Let's look at the expected move for it. All right, so 6 days out, weekly expected move is a 15-point up or down, and we're at 190. So it's almost about 8% or so possible expected move, where you get about a 68% chance of moving up or down. So NVIDIA on Wednesday could possibly move the market after the close. So look at Thursday pre-market into the day. And that's the main ones for earnings. Got to look back at the calendar now that the government's opened. Manufacturing index on Monday. Federal budget balance is tentative for Monday. That could move the market if it actually goes through or not, but it is tentative. Excuse me. Tuesday, not much. Wednesday, tentative for the bond auctions. You want to see what's happening with the bonds in terms of the rates for the 10-year. Bond market actually a lot bigger than the stock market. So if they're changing those, that could make a big difference. And we do have FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday, 1 o'clock. So it's going to possibly be a lot of movement Wednesday afternoon into Thursday because of the NVIDIA earnings. So keep an eye out for both of those. So again, hopefully this was helpful. I do these videos every week. So if you're interested in more detailed analysis, I give these out to my members first, and then I'll usually post these on to YouTube a little bit after. So if you're watching this after the week started, you can get early access to this at the Option Teacher. You could click a link in the description down below. Again, this is Lance, the Option Teacher. Hopefully this was very helpful. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out all the channels. And I'll see you guys on the next one.